That reminds me, I have to show you something. So, if you didn't know, I watch Alpharad. He's an awesome content creator. He's done a lot more like reactionary stuff and playthrough-esque stuff as he's gone through his like content creator career. And he did a tier list or a ranking of every single Pokemon ever. Before, when he uploaded the video, in the thumbnail, he used a picture of Lucario that was absolutely the most furry bait art I have ever seen for a Pokemon. I swear to God, he went to FA for Affinity or just Googled furry Lucario art and put that in the thumbnail. But later, he replaced it with a picture of Sprigatito. And what makes me think that this is likely what happened. And just to show you what I'm talking about, it was this video. Because he has Sprigatito, but he had a Lucario picture in the thumbnail that looked very furry-esque. And now what I'm thinking what happened was he took that picture of Lucario, didn't even reach out to the artist to ask if it was all right to use it, just used it in the thumbnail and just threw it in there. Then the artist reached out because he didn't do what he was supposed to, and then he changed it later. But still, I just want to let you know that Alpharad is in on the whole furry thing, because hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if we can do a reverse search, because he had a separate thumbnail from what he had before. Why did he change the thumbnail? Was it too furry baitish? Did he use some art he shouldn't have been using? I guess it changed it. This is not, it's on his Twitter. Ooh, hold on. Draxler, you're doing some detective work that I don't even know about. Alpharad. Here it is! It does exist! Oh, he credited the artist. Wait, was that the artist that did it? Why'd he change it then? Am I just being a head ass? Okay, hold on. So, this was the original thumbnail. Fun fact. Why did he change the thumbnail? I'm kind of curious. Sauce, look. You know, maybe that's because of what was happening. People saw the thumbnail and they're just like, yo, sauce? Where's the full sauce for this? And they were just asking about it, which is kind of just a no-go when you're trying to get into the recommended on YouTube. So you want to make things a little bit less saucy. But the more I look at this, the more I realize, yeah, he probably changed this for the exact reason I'm thinking. I mean, I'll be honest, this is a really good picture of Lucario. I want to commission the artist. Maybe he actually did use cropped GIF. Is it literally cropped GIF? Because someone replied in the quote retweet saying, is it bad that I recognize that specific image of Lucario and that I know who drew it? How do we go down this rabbit hole? I'm just thinking about this now. Is this good for me? Is this bad for me? It's probably bad for me. Now, here's the thing. I know I love Lucario too. Like, I like Lucario just as much as any other furry does. But, like, Alpharad wouldn't take a cropped art piece of a Pokemon and put it in a thumbnail, would he? He doesn't really need to do that in the first place. He's Alpharad. You know, he just posts a video. Oh, whoop, there goes 1 million views. You just post it and it works. I don't know. I mean, probably not on purpose. You know, that's true. Alpharad doesn't seem like the type of person to do that. I think genuinely it was the case of where he wanted to post the art because it looked good. He wanted to post the art in the thumbnail because it looked good and it actually fits with the colors very well. It's less like distracting. The blue works with the yellows and the lighter colors. Compared to like Sprigatito works, but like it's just red and orange and yellow and green and all those like clash with one another. Like the green clashes. So I'm assuming he used that Lucario piece as a means of, oh, it just looks good in the thumbnail. And you know, everyone loves Lucario. Everyone loves Lucario. There's no one that doesn't. Unless you've hugged him directly from the front and then the chest spike, impales you. And then the Dark Souls 3 assassination backstab sound goes off. Fun. But what I'm thinking was, he just used that in the thumbnail, like, completely with no other intentions. And then, everyone being as they are on the internet, looked at it and it was like, the sauce? Can I see the sauce? Sauce? And then I guess people went looking and found that it was linked to a cropped piece. Or an actual furry GIF NSFW piece. So, like, I think it'd be safe at that point to I mean, to be fair, I don't think it was bait. It wasn't like, here's the thing. I could go on an argument right now about what really is clickbait. Because everyone uses this term of like, oh, beta clickbaits, this person clickbaits, everyone on YouTube clickbaits. You don't understand what the term clickbait means. Like, if the title matches up and adds to what the thumbnail is portraying in the video, that's not clickbait. Lucario shows up in the video, the ranking system shows up, and his reaction shows up. I don't know what more you are looking to get from a video like that. I don't understand, like, people that claim up and down that it's clickbait. This is not clickbait. I mean, yes, it is clickable, as in the sense that it's like, oh, he's going over Lucario. You know, it's supposed to draw you in. Literally, YouTube is the definition of judge a book by its cover. What are you going to, here's a question, genuine question. What are you going to do when you see that someone uploads a video? Say you don't know who Alpharad is for the life of you, and you're looking up Pokemon rankings. What are you going to look at first? The title or the thumbnail? 90% of you are going to say the thumbnail. No one wants to read. Realistically, no one wants to read. I don't want to read. You're looking at the title, you're just trying to be a rebel. You're being a Dr. Pepper rebel. I see what you're doing. But seriously, like, 90% of people are going to look at the thumbnail. Like, hold on. Like, let's use another example. If you are trying to look at what you want to watch on YouTube, the second thing that you're going to look at is the title. The first thing you're going to look at is the pretty pictures. That is just how eye-catching things are supposed to be. You are mainly going to look at the thumbnail. You're going to look at the title as well to justify whatever you're looking for, to be like, oh, does this line up with the video? Or like, what, like, well, I don't know what's going on in the thumbnail here. What's going on in the title? Also, Turkey Tom uploaded another video. Nice. But like, it's one of those things where you look at the thumbnail first, and then you look at the title to justify what is going on in the thumbnail. That is just the science that pretty much is like visual marketing. I am mainly going to look at the title. Well, you know what? If you want to do that, you can do that. I think genuinely it is thumbnail. No, you're not going to look at the thumbnail. Who the fuck? Seriously. Who the fuck likes reading nowadays compared to looking at this? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one that likes looking at thumbnails more than titles. Maybe I'm just like the outlier here. People like reading? Oh my God. Y'all are weird. So genuinely, this is going to be more eye-catching than text on a screen is. That's just how it is. And you know, good on you if you enjoy reading the title before looking at the thumbnail. Most of the time, I think of like YouTube videos kind of like a literal book. Like, you'll have text on the book, but it's not going to look pretty. You got the art on the book, and usually that's a bit more endearing, eye-catchy, of like, wait a minute, this looks neat. What is this about? Because usually if you see the thumbnail first and that looks interesting, then you'd look at the title. If you look at the title first and the thumbnail, there's nothing wrong with about it. You're just playing YouTube in a safer game. You're just playing YouTube a lot more safely. I genuinely don't care. I see funny colors, I click. That's usually what happens with me. Why do you think the 1,000-degree knife videos did so well? Remember those? Remember the 1,000-degree knife? Remember, like, to be fair, some of those were pretty fun. And so are the hydraulic press videos. But like, a lot of those are supposed to be eye-catching because honestly, the video is exactly what it describes, you know? It's just people look at this and they expect the dopamine to be just as high in the video as it is in the thumbnail. The thumbnail's supposed to set a picture for what the rest of the video is potentially going to be like. And even if it's not going to live up to it, it's still like semi-close. It's just when you put something in a thumbnail that isn't actually there in the video and doesn't at all relate to the video, it is clickbait. Clickbait is if... How could you clickbait this anymore? Clickbait would honestly be if I went to E6 or some other FA website, cropped a full-on picture of Lucario and put that in the thumbnail, and that would be it. That's technically clickbait, but even then it's not because Lucario is technically showing up in the tier list or ranking. So it's just like, yeah, all those mobile games. Mobile game ads are more clickbait than anything. Mobile game ads are like the bane of clickbait. If that exists, then I don't even want to know what your definition of clickbait is for YouTube videos. Like even here, going back and looking at my subscriptions. Some people just don't care about their thumbnails, and they just throw whatever up. What's an example of clickbait? What looks clickbait here, if there is? Which granted, I don't look at much for videos or content creators, to be honest. 5-minute craft videos, those are clickbait. Because most of those don't work, or they suck, or they're disingenuous. Most of these just aren't even clickbait. I've never understood, like, what is... I'd have to look at someone's specific argument of what is clickbait. Because now I'm, like, somewhat heated and interested in this. Because, like, the art of clickbaiting is literally supposed to be deceptive. Like, what you are clicking on in the video is not going to be this. Like, some people... I genuinely think would look at this and think that it's clickbait. And I love Snowy's content, I'm going to be honest. Snowy makes some pretty good VR chat content. But like, This is genuinely probably what's going to be happening in the video. This avatar in VR chat, and the title explains what's going to happen. So, like, this isn't clickbait, but some people could look at it as clickbait. Why? I don't know. What counts as clickbait? Because I know, like, that most people have some argument of what clickbait is online, and most of the time, it's not the way, like, genuine clickbait is. When I think clickbait, I think something that is completely different from what the video is about. This, as much as it might be baiting viewers to click on it because the ooh-woo Lucario piece, it's still not clickbait because genuinely it is what's happening in the video. The reaction, the ranking, and the Pokemon. It's just embellished. That's another way of looking at it. Embellishment versus clickbait. The way I see clickbait now is in those mobile game ads. Like those mobile game ads that you see either on your YouTube videos or on the side of the screen, or even just recommended. Yeah, that's exactly it, Jal. I think the definition of it got lost in time, and it's just kind of thrown around now. That's ultimately, I think, what it's come down to. Because a lot of the times, like, I'll just see random content creators or viewers saying that content creators clickbait. Like, I think the one that I saw recently was that Joshua Weissman apparently clickbaits videos that aren't supposed to be, of like, this but better. Like the But Better series. It's like, it's not baiting. Yeah, it's going to be more expensive because it's more stuff. But like, I don't know. People on the internet are weird. My take on it is if you just don't like someone, it's okay to not like someone. Most of the time, I just see it as when you don't like someone, people create narratives and reasons on why they shouldn't like someone. Like, oh, they clickbait. Oh, I don't like their content. They clickbait. I'll do some, like, ease calming roleplay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. You don't have to like me. You don't have to justify not liking me. It's okay. It's okay. You know? The only, like, that's the only thing. With regards to, like, clickbait, I know we're down this rabbit hole again, but, like, the only time that I have genuinely seen clickbait at its worst is in mobile games. Quite literally mobile games, where the gameplay that they're showing is completely different from what they are advertising. And most of the time, it's usually these accounts that remake other accounts because of the amount of people that have them blocked or muted, because you just don't want to see those sponsored promoted ads, where they try to advertise a game or something in their product that isn't what they are showing. It's like, for example, I guess another way it could be clickbait, for example, is if I say in the thumbnail, like, fursuit reveal, unless it's supposed to be like a joke, unless it's like April Fool's joke or whatever. If I did a fursuit reveal in the title, say, like, let's go back to mine. So take, for example, this video, my fursuit unboxing. Say that wasn't the video. Say there was no fursuit at all involved in the video. And I had this as the thumbnail. The fursuiter doesn't show up at all in the video. The video itself has nothing to do with the fursuit. And say, for example, it's just like Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. That is clickbait, because you are getting something that is not being advertised in your video. It's like if I went to go and read one of the books by, like, you know, the Shark Tank members, because I read one book called The Power of Broke. I can't remember the Shark Tank members' name, but I read that book. Imagine, like, I go into the book, I start reading it, and then it ends up just being Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I mean, granted, I'd probably be like, damn, this is some value. You know, I was clickbaited, but it's actually funny and I enjoy this. But it's like, that is like baiting in people to buy something or to invest interest in something when that isn't what it is supposed to be in the first place. That's the way I see it. If I posted a video with this thumbnail and this title, and this is just Call of Duty gameplay or something, that is clickbait. That is clickbait. And even you can look at YouTube's terms of service and what is deceptive and spamming practices, because that's what it ends up being, what it comes down to. But either way, that's just sort of my take on, yeah, clickbait and all that. Also, like, sauce? Where's the sauce?